Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Ivy. Ivy is from Alabama in the USA. So let's see what Ivy has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
Hello. I can hear you now.
Hello, Ivy. How are you?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for taking the time for the interview today. Thank you.
Of course. I'm happy to be here.
So tell me, how is your day been so far?
Pretty lazy. I actually spent the day sleeping in until an hour before our meeting because I went out last night and got a little, drunk. But it happens.
Tell me a little bit about last night. What did happen?
Oh, it was a mess. We went to a club called District, and we had a VIP access. We went to go see an EDM DJ. Didn't know who it was, sadly, but it was really good. It was fun. The night was great, and then alcohol was involved, and people next to us got a little rowdy, so it almost caused a scene. But other than that, it was great.
Why not? We need those nights, don't we?
Right, absolutely.
Ivy, so tell me, where are you from?
I am from the U.S., Alabama. I've been here for about 2 years. Originally, I was from Houston. Yeah, big change. Houston's a lot bigger than Alabama, where I'm at currently. So it's been nice. It's been relaxing. I enjoy not having all that traffic.
And why the change? Why did you move to Alabama?
So I came down for school. UAB has a really good program for massage therapy. So I finished my school and got my license.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
So you moved all the way to Alabama to finish your to do the course, the massage course.
I did. It was definitely a big change. It wasn't a bad decision either, but I like it. It's pretty out here, and it's a lot more calmer than it is in Houston.
I see. And before you moved there, have you been there before, or it just came like?
No, actually, I have family that lives further north, but so I came and visit them as often as possible.
And Ivy, so you work as a massage therapist.
I do.
So tell me a little bit about your job. What do you like the most about your job?
I can basically make my own time. I do freelance. I do have a list of clients that I go to when they ask me to go do a massage for them. Other than that, it's pretty easy. I mean, the mostly I do is like an hour because people, usually that's what they go for. And I travel, and I also do my own space as well. The room that we're currently in is my massage room.
Oh wow! I'm gonna start
Yeah.
feeling relaxed now, just to know that. I'm gonna start relaxing.
Yeah, go ahead. By all means, start relaxing.
Amazing. Okay, so before during the game, I'm gonna explore a little bit more about your career, about yourself, and about your point of views.
Okay.
So, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
No, but let's go.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So this is my best friend. Full of random fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song now just to help you wake up a little bit before the first question, all right?
Okay.
Let's do it.
We love that. Okay.
Okay, Ivy, so before we start the game, through the journey, if there is a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, I always can change, okay? It's all very friendly. Cool?
Okay. Yeah.
First question for you is, what things do you consider to be relationship deal breakers?
Ooh, there's a lot for sure. I mean, the main big ones, lying, cheating, that kind of thing. If you don't have a sense of humor, I can't really deal with that because I'm a very funny person. I have a very weird sense of humor. Basically, I laugh at other people's pain, but not in a bad way. I just find it funny. But I do ask them if they're okay. I mean, it just depends. The person has to be very open-minded and open to trying new things because I'm the type of person that likes to experience new foods, new people, new areas. I like to travel. I like to do all that fun stuff. So if you're more of a homebody, that kind of thing, it's a good thing. But as far as a person for me that likes to go out in the world, it kind of sucks because mostly they want to stay at home.
I see. I was checking your profile and a little bit, and I could see that you are engaged now.
I am. I have been engaged for a while. Just with everything that's happened with COVID, our wedding has been pushed back, so we just kind of stayed there.
Oh wow! And your partner, your boyfriend, lives in Alabama as well.
Yes, we do live together.
Amazing, amazing. and he's from Houston as well, in Texas.
No, he's actually from Alabama. He grew up in Alabama. So, if you don't mind, I have a little story. We actually met off Grindr.
Oh wow!
If you know what that? Yeah, which is weird because I never thought that would happen, but here we are. So,
so as you said, you met on Grindr. Who sent this first message?
He did. He messaged me first. He was like, "Your profile looks interesting. You look like an interesting person. I want to hang out with you." I was like, "Okay, let's do it." And at that time, I was coming down for a visit to check UAB out and everything. So I stayed for like a week. We hung out. We got to get to know each other, and then I ended up having to go back home. I didn't come back for about 2 or 3 years. So
my God.
Yeah, so I stopped talking to him completely, and I never gave him my social media or my phone number. So basically, we disappeared from each other's lives. And then 3 years later, I come back and he finds me again on Grindr.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's a funny story.
It is for sure. It meant to happen this way for sure.
Yeah,
I think sometimes. Yeah.
And that's usually how I meet most of my friends and stuff. I usually thought that I would go out to a bar or a social gathering or something. No, social media's turned into a big part of my life where I can make friends and connect with other people.
Saying that, what's the biggest similarity between both of you, and what's the biggest difference?
Oh, so the similarities, we both like to go out and explore and try new things. We love that kind of stuff. He's more into mystery and puzzles and stuff like that, while I'm just like, okay, I'll do whatever. so he has specific stuff that he does like, and I'm just like, okay, I'll do whatever.
Amazing. That's why it matches well.
Yeah, it does. We're like, and it's funny because we're complete opposites when it comes to people, but when it comes to like going out and doing stuff we like, we have some pretty common interests.
Interesting. Very good. Next question, Ivy. Let's do it. By the way, I should have asked that before. Am I saying your name right? Is Ivy?
Ivy, yes, you got it.
Okay, perfect. Next question for you is, I think this question is going to be very easy because I've seen already. Anyway, would you ever get a tattoo? What that would be? I think I saw in your research.
Yeah, I do have a tattoo already. It's
so tell me a little bit about your tattoos. How old were you when you had the first one?
My first tattoo, I was 17. It was this one.
Oh.
It's
What's the meaning?
Paw print. There's a meaning behind it. Most of my pieces are memorial pieces to people that have passed on. That first one was to my grandmother because we loved dogs. We always had dogs, and she was covered in heart tattoos. So it's just like, that'd be a nice little piece to put together for her. So I got it done.
Amazing. And do you have just those in your arm, or do you have different ones as well?
I have 4 tattoos in total. I have another one on my wrist, which is kind of small. and then I have one on my shoulder, but I'm
I
not ready
see.
to take my clothes off.
Oh, which one is the latest one, and what's the meaning of it?
So it's gonna be this big one right here. It's
Okay,
let me see if I can turn it around really quick. It's a
okay.
lily.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And what's the meaning of it?
So I'm definitely gonna get a little deep in here with this conversation because you know, COVID happened, and my grandfather, he also suffered from cancer.
Oh, wow.
So he ended up catching COVID, and that's how he passed. So
Oh,
his favorite flowers were lilies, and I went by Ivy. So I figured it'd be a nice little piece that I could put together for him.
oh, sweet, very sweet.
Thank you.
Oh, amazing. Next question. Let's do it,
Go
Ivy.
ahead, let's do it.
Before the next question, so far, what's the most? I can see how much you enjoy living in Alabama, but what's the most challenging part that you found so far?
Uh, Distance. Everything is kind of separated, so I do have to rely on a car. I
Mhm.
do have a car. Because when I was in Houston, I was in the middle of the city, so I could just walk or bike anywhere. While
Right.
here, it's a little different. You have to actually travel and go out to places and whatnot.
I see.
So,
All right. Next question for you is: if you won the lottery, what would be your first big splurge?
ooh, a vacation. I'm going out of the country. I want to go to the biggest parade in the world, which is in Rio de Janeiro,
The
Brazil.
biggest what? Sorry.
Parade.
Oh my God, yes, of course. I'm originally from Brazil, but not from Rio. But I used to live in Rio for a few months, and more than 10 years ago. My goodness, a long time ago. And tell me, why Rio de Janeiro?
I've always been drawn to the place. My family used to talk about it when they used to visit, and I just never got the chance to experience it. And then
Uh-huh.
later in life, when I started like going to parades and festivals and stuff, a lot of people that went to Brazil to those parades were like, "It's amazing, and it's definitely worth the experience." So I eventually want to get there.
Wow, for sure you will. When you say the parade, you mean the carnival or you mean the gay pride?
Both. I would like to experience both. I think they would look really fun to attend, and I would definitely have a lot of fun.
For sure you will. You know what? I have friends in Europe and America as well. They go like, William, I'm so scared to go to Rio because I'm afraid I'm not gonna go back anymore because I'm gonna have the time of my life over
Yeah, yeah. Might as well just stay at that point.
there. Funny one. Next one, let's do it. Okay, Ivy from Alabama. Next question for you is: what
Okay.
made you laugh last time? Something funny that happened to you?
To me, well, I was playing outside with some friends, and the grass has a lot of holes, so I was running after a friend, and I ended up tripping.
Oh my goodness.
And according to my friend, the way I did it looked like I did it in slow motion and then ended up doing like 5 or 6 rolls on the floor before finally coming to a stop. In that process, I ended up tripping 2 or 3 of my friends as
Oh
well.
my.
And it's, yeah, basically, I turned into a human bowling ball. It was great. It was
Oh
great.
dear. And your best friends, they live as well in Alabama, or do you have some best friends back in Houston?
I have friends all over the place,
Mm-hmm.
so it varies. Here, I do have my best friend. He is also my roommate.
Mm-hmm.
And I think everywhere I travel that I can make a friend, and we can also have that long connection. So it just depends. I mean, again, I can make friends anywhere.
Absolutely. I can see that.
Yeah.
Next question. For the next question, Ivy, tell me, how is being gay in Alabama? Is the gay community big? Do you feel safe being gay there? Tell me a little bit about it.
It is definitely different. Alabama, is a very conservative state.
Mhm.
So far I haven't had any issues as far as me being gay. It's the area I stay in is pretty safe. I haven't had issues. The community's pretty open. I enjoy the people that I hang out with. Just it's all right. I mean, being in Alabama, being gay was a little nerve wracking
Mhm.
at first because it's again Houston's completely different from Alabama. So coming here, I was just like, oh, I think that's gonna be one of those things where I'm just gonna have to keep to myself. And then eventually, I found myself at the gay bars and making gay friends, and just okay, this is completely different. I figured it was gonna be, a little bit more conservative, but that's not the case. It actually turned out to be a very good experience.
I see. And being a gay guy, did you always have the support of your family? Tell me, are you out? Did you come out as a young age?
That was not an easy process to go through. Of course, my family was against it, just like
Mhm.
any other Catholic family that you would find.
Yeah.
But over time, they came to the idea of, me being different. So I guess in a good way, yes, now they do support me, but back in the day, they wouldn't have.
And the day when you came out, did something happen, or you just felt like, okay, that's the day. I'm just gonna be myself from now on.
It was definitely one of those things where I was just like, I know I'm different, and it's only a matter of time before they started realizing that I'm different. So I went ahead and just was like, hey, I'm gay. And a lot of family members didn't take it so easy, and some were very supportive. It just varied.
I see. Do you have siblings as well?
I do, I do. I have about four.
Wow, big family.
Yeah, a very big family.
Okay, next question for you is talking about family. What was your favorite thing to do as a kid?
Ooh, I used to love going to the beach. I love the beach. We used to go every summer and stay there for the whole summer. It was
Wow,
definitely one of my favorite things to do.
wow. And how far are you from the beach right now?
Uh, Probably about 3 to 4 hours.
Not very close.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's a little farther than I anticipated, but I mean, I can make a day of it if I really wanted to.
For sure, for sure. Ready for another one?
Sure, let's go.
Let's do it. Ivy from Alabama. Next question for you is: tell me what is your idea of a perfect friendship?
See, and it's funny because someone else asked me that literally yesterday, and I was like, I don't know. But I guess I would be someone that would be for me in like hard times, and I would be there for them. A lot of trust, communication. There has to be that special relationship where we can understand each other without
Mhm.
turning into a situation. Because friendships can be hard. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs, and it's hard to find somebody who you can rely on, that you can
Abs-
talk about private stuff about and not feel judged.
Absolutely.
So
And yeah, carry
go
on.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
I figured that would be a perfect relationship for me. Just someone that wants to do stuff with me as well. So
I think friendship is like a relationship, you know what I mean? When the
mhm.
chemistry is there, you don't go around saying, oh, you're going to be my best friend. Oh, I'm going to choose you as my best friend. It doesn't work like that. I
It
think,
doesn't.
yeah, I think best friends, they come, the chemistry happen, and they stay for, forever or a long while. That's what I believe
Yeah,
as well.
for sure.
Next question, Ivy, let's do it. But before the next question, I would like to tell me, as I can see how much you enjoy your job, but also there's always a challenging part as well. What that would be in your opinion?
As far as my job goes, hygiene is a very big thing for me. Because you got to think, I'm putting my hands on your body, so I don't want to like it feel gross. I don't want to smell. It's definitely one of those things. And also don't like feet, so I will not touch the feet. I don't even like my own feet. I'm not gonna touch someone else's feet. But
Yes.
definitely hygiene is for me.
Mm-hmm. And can you share one experience that you go like, oh my God, that's one of the best massage I've done for some reason? Because I believe, I used to work in a spa before, and I remember the therapists, they were doing a few massages through the day, and there are a lot of energy involved, both sides. I think there's a lot of connection, a lot of emotions involved as well, for sure. I'm sure it can be drained sometimes as well. You get tired, not just physically, but emotionally as well, because you are, as you said, you are touching the body. I'm sure the energy you are sharing, you are giving and receiving, it's a lot. Can you share like experience that you had? You go like, oh, that's one of my best massage that I had, or
So before I met my best friend, he was actually one of my massage clients.
wow.
So we started as a professional level, and over time, he just while I was doing massages, we start talking. We got a little personal. We talked about what we liked, what we didn't like, that kind of thing, and we found a lot of common interests. Uh, and it was nice. It stayed like that for a few months, and then we started hanging out side of the massage. Like we went to dinner together. We went to go see movies. We went to go hang out and drink and that kind of thing. And it was a very nice experience. Like I enjoyed the fact that a client went from being a client to a best friend. So I definitely one of the best memories I've had as far as doing massages.
Amazing. Wow. He'll be very happy to know that when he watched the interview, for sure.
I hope so.
Next question for you is, if you could have dinner with anyone, living or not, who that would be and why?
I actually have two options.
Okay,
Of course, Lady Gaga. She's iconic. We love a Lady Gaga, Mother Monster. She is definitely a celebrity that I've looked up to for a while because she was different and she didn't care. Now, Freddie Mercury is another one. I think he was pretty cool, and I think he would have a lot of fun stories to tell.
wow. Let's say you're gonna have dinner with both now in a table, two of you, three of you. What would be your first question to Lady Gaga, and what would be your first question to Freddie Mercury?
I would definitely ask about their life stories. What got them into doing what they do now? Like, what motivated them to continue what they did at that point of their life? Like, I mean, they were both very iconic. They have a lot of people that would respect them, and it was nice, and it's just generally a curiosity of how they lived their lives and their experiences, because you'd be surprised how many similarities you have with them as well.
For
So
sure.
yeah.
Next question, Ivy. Let's do it. As you're saying about Lady Gaga, tell me your top 3 favorite songs of her.
Born This Way, Judas, and Telephone.
Good one.
Yeah, they are good. They're good. I recently started liking her newest one with Ariana Grande, Rain on Me.
I haven't seen this one yet.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It has a nice beat to it, and I mean, the video is pretty good too, but I do like the song.
I'll check it out.
Definitely.
Next question for you is, do you think your priorities have changed since you were younger?
Definitely. I used to be about, let's go to parties, let's get drunk and not worry about everything. And I guess once you're living out on your own, it completely changes. You have to think about bills, work, food, stuff like that. So definitely my priorities have changed.
Good one. It's about of growing and getting older and getting wiser.
Absolutely. I don't know about the wiser part, but here we are.
Wiser come with time, like the most experience you have, the most lessons you learn.
I have plenty of experience, but like some of the learning stuff I'm still trying to get,
Let's do it. Okay, Ivy, next question for you is, usually, what is the first thing that you think about when you wake up?
I have to get ready. I have to
Brushing.
get ready. I have to get ready for my day. I have to plan out my morning routine in my head. I'll be like, I have to get a shower. I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna put on for clothes, which way I want to style my hair, if I want to do my beard today. Like it varies. And then after that, I'm just like, what do I have to do today? So,
Because, yeah, yeah.
so it's mainly about self-care in the mornings, getting myself ready, be presentable to the world.
Wow. Saying that, do you consider yourself to be more of a day or a night person?
A day person and a night person. I don't like mornings. Like, let's say afternoon, I'm great. And then if anything after, perfect. In the morning, leave me alone.
Funny one. Next one. Let's do it, Ivy. Before the next question, I was checking your profile and I saw a phrase there that got my attention. I'm going to read out to you. It says there, I'm me and I'm loving every moment of it. Tell me a little bit about this statement on your Facebook page.
So, that statement came with me when I came out because I realized that in order to live a happy life, you got to make yourself happy. You got to love yourself. And it's been a very hard process. I'm not gonna lie to you. I went through the body dysphoria, mental breakdowns. I've lost and gained relationships. I've lost and gained homes, items. I mean, it's been a process, and it's definitely taken a long time for me to love the person that I am today. That journey was definitely an eye-opener because not a lot of people can love themselves so easily. So, I got comfortable in my body. I love my personality, and I think I'm a great catch. And you said it yourself, I'm funny. So so I love waking up every morning and enjoying the things that I do.
Amazing, Ivy. When you look back through those challenging experiences that you had, if you could have the power of erase from the past, would you do that or not, knowing the person you are today?
No, I would not, honestly. I know a lot of people would be like, I don't know. It's hard because a lot of people would be like, yes, I would want to change stuff, but I wouldn't, because it wouldn't have made me the person I am today. So those, because of those experiences, why I am who I am. So I don't regret them. They sucked, but I don't regret them.
Yeah, I think that everything counts at the end of the day. When you are over it and you see the message behind, and you go like, okay, now I understand why I went through that. Now I understand why it was so hard for some reason. You know what I mean? Of course, when you go through that, it's not easy. But when you see that, when you are over it or you're learning, you go like, okay, now it makes sense a little bit more, for sure. Next question for you is, as a child, have you ever stolen anything, and how did it happen?
Of course. I mean, went to the convenience store. I stole a pack of gum or some chips or something. It's very easy. Just take it, run out the door, just grab it and go. But it always amounted just like gum and snacks. We were little kids. We want to eat candy and snack on food and stuff. So, I mean, that was pretty much it.
Ever say I've done once as well, and I've been caught, and I was so scared. I remember it didn't happen anything to me. My dad had a very strict conversation with me that was very scared, but it was, as I said, if you're tempted to do it as a child, just feel like, okay, I'm gonna take this somehow, just have this thing.
Yeah, lucky for me, I never got caught.
Right, I have 3 questions left for you, okay?
Let's do it.
I can see behind you a lot of teddy bears. Is there a collection that you have?
Yes, I do have a collection of teddy bears. They're gifts from friends that have given them to me over the years. So I keep a
Oh,
little. It looks a little messy right now, but I keep a good collection of them.
oh, can you pick your favorite, or is it very hard to do it?
No, I actually do have a favorite. Hold on. This is actually my favorite.
Oh my God! So tell me the
Isn't it
story
cute?
behind. It's
Isn't
so
it cute?
cute. What's
That's
their
my
name?
favorite. So I'm a big nerd. I like anime. I like stuff like that, and it's from Pokemon.
Ah,
Okay, so it's Mew, and a very dear friend of mine gave it to me.
right. I need to show you something. It's very close to me here. I've got
Okay.
two. I've got two. That bear that's been with me for years, years,
Oh,
years.
those are cute. I actually have a Stitch one too.
Oh my God! So his name is so sweet. This one is so sweet because it's very sweet, his face. And this one here is little strange because it's very strange the way he or she looks. So
Mhm.
little strange. My
It's
godson,
cute. It's cute though.
he lives in Canada, and he's 2 years old. When I called him on FaceTime, he go like, "Where is the bear? Where is the turtle?" He said, "Look at that turtle."
That's funny.
Next question for you is, who was your favorite teacher and why?
I never had one.
Tell me
Never,
why.
ever, ever. I used to be a bad kid. Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, bad kid. Talk back to the teachers, get into fights. Just a bad kid. Like I always stayed in trouble. Like no, none of the teachers liked me. None of them, and I didn't like any of them either. Like I had a very big thing against teachers. Like today, I don't, but like back in the day, I was just like, yeah, I'm ready to fight. Like let's go.
You're the naughty one, the naughty one.
I was a little wild, yeah.
But did you have good scores in the subjects?
Oh yeah, my GPA was at literally pi 3.14.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Naughty but good.
It was okay.
Two questions left for you. Let's do it. Before the next question, through those 2 years that the world went upside down regarding the COVID crisis, yeah? Personally for you, what's the biggest positive impact that brought to your personal life, and also the most negative one, if you can share?
So the positive side, being isolated a lot helped me like understand me as a person better. Uh, it made me understand a lot of no, I don't want to say issues, but flaws that I've had, and it was definitely a soul searching journey at that point. As far as the negative impact goes, I being alone, isolated from the world, and not being able to socialize as much as I do, it gave me cabin fever. Like I went into a depression.
Wow,
I it was hard. Like it was one of those times where it was good and bad. But
totally.
yeah, I mean, it was definitely an experience.
Yeah, I think all of us, we had the downsides of it and also the positive side as well. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Yeah, we experienced both sides in a very extremely way.
Yeah.
Next question is, what's the weirdest dream you ever had?
Ooh. So I was on a train and it was in the middle of the ocean. Like it was under the ocean. Like you could see the fish, the sharks, like an aquarium. Like you know how
Yeah,
they have the tunnels
yeah.
and stuff. That's what it felt like. And I was there with uh, a friend and my grandfather, and then there was a little kid. And in the dream, like the whole thing started filling up with water.
Oh my God.
And I was like, get the kid, and nobody got the kid, and the kid just sat there, and he like the water went over his head and everything, and then I was like freaking out, so I woke up, and I was like, that was weird, but it was so pretty, like the dream was so pretty, it was so realistic, and then that
Wow.
happened. I was like, I'm not doing it again.
No trip anymore on the ocean anymore. No trips over there.
No. I'm just like, I love the ocean, so this is not gonna stop me from going.
Ready for the last one?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Last question. Ivy, but before the last question, people watching the interview, would you like to start a career as a massage therapist? What would be your best piece of advice for those people?
If you're going to start on massage therapy, never do commissions or salary. I prefer to do freelance because, again, I can make my own time and I can choose who and who not to be on my table. And depending on your massage and your prices, you can go above and beyond, or you can just stay at a set point. I don't mind doing commission salaries, but it was a lot of, like you said earlier, emotional and physically draining.
Yeah.
Especially when, because basically I'm on call and I can tell people that no, I'm not doing it today, or I can do it at a later time. But I that's just a personal preference. I do make the money that I like to make to live my lifestyle, so I'm content with that. And if anybody were to ask me, that's what I would choose, and that's what I would tell them.
Amazing. All right. Last question for you is, good question. If you could sit down with your 13 years old self, what would you say?
If I were to sit down with my 13-year-old self, I would definitely tell him everything's going to be okay. Not necessarily give too much detail on what's going to happen, because I want them to experience what we've experienced so they can become the person that I am today. With that being said, like, tell them everything's going to be okay. Stuff happens for a reason, and you're going to go through a lot of emotional roller coasters for sure. But at the end of the day, you're going to be fine.
Amazing. Very sweet.
Thank you. Thank
we
you.
wish we could have this conversation with ourselves at the time. Imagine how comfort it would be.
Yeah, because it's crazy. Like, you don't, when you're 13, you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't realize all the stuff that you're gonna get yourself into. But us, as we are now, we're like, oh well, we could have probably done stuff differently, or we could have been like, just as a comfort, be like a pat on the shoulder, someone to cry on, be like, it's gonna be okay. I mean, it is what it is.
And it's always going to be okay anyway. But so when you're adult, you just realize that. But when you are a child or a teenager, it's difficult for you to understand that, isn't it? It's a different story. Yeah,
because your mind is elsewhere. You're not thinking about like having to go work and pay bills or worry about getting to certain places and stuff like that. At that time, you don't have to worry about anything like that.
Absolutely. Okay, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. I'm going to give away some words. Just tell me one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay? So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Family.
Friends.
One word for money.
Ooh. Coins.
How about love?
Affection.
One word for life.
Ooh, one word for life. I want to say emotions.
Sex.
Fun. Fun.
Yeah, it's fun for sure.
Of course.
One word for politics.
A drag.
Religion.
No.
Fear.
Always.
Friendship.
Relationships.
Desire.
That's like a 2-word, yes or no.
Okay.
It's like, do I desire it? Do I want it now? Yes or no?
Regrets.
Many.
Success.
Happiness.
How about wish?
Opportunities.
One word for happiness.
Me.
Beautiful, beautiful. One word for Houston.
Home.
One word for Alabama.
Also home.
USA.
Different. It's different. It's different.
And the last one now, massage therapist. One word.
It's life.
Amazing.
I enjoy doing it. I really do. I really enjoy doing it.
Very good. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your lovely fiancé for a coffee, and I'm going to ask him, tell me the most beautiful thing about Ivy, and tell me something that he still needs to work on, to improve on. What he would say.
He would probably say that I'm a fun, loving teddy bear of a person who can socialize with about anybody. But he does have a temper and he does like to fight people. Yeah, that's something he would say, definitely.
That wild child was around the classroom, is still on, is still there.
So I'm a very firm believer of I match the energy that you give me. So if you're going to be nice, I'll be nice. You're going to be mean, I'm going to be mean. Just depends. I'm pretty good about it. I like to talk to everybody. I like to get along with everybody. But I mean, there's always going to be that one person that, you know.
I know, for sure.
So I try to avoid it as much as possible. But sometimes it just finds me and I'm just like, okay, let's do it. Let's just do it.
I don't want to be that person to cross your path. I'll be scared.
No. You will like me first before we get into that. Like, yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Ivy, let's play now. Ivy and the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. But before that, let's play the music one more time. Let's do it. Okay, you can ask me a question now.
Are you a dog or a cat person?
Oh my God, such a lovely question. Right. It's interesting and difficult as well. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I love both, of course, but through my life, I've been more involved with cats than dogs. And I'll tell you why. Until now, my mom, back in Brazil, she has 2 or 3 cats. We have a cat here in our house as well, Tiger, beautiful Tiger. So I've always been around cats, and I always had this connection with cats as well, always. Dogs, I'll tell you something now. The last time I had a dog, I think I was 12 years old, and it was a disaster. And that's why I never had any more, because it was the little pup that I had called Bobby. He was so sweet, and somebody stole him during the night.
No.
It broke my heart. It broke my heart. I remember I wake up Sunday morning calling Bobby, and he didn't come. I was like, my God, what happened? I literally walked door by door, every door in my city, asked for him. I spent the whole day searching for him. It broke my heart so badly that I never managed to have a dog anymore. I was so broken heart that I never had. So, answering to your question, I would say I'm a cat person because I've been surrounded through my life more with cats than dogs. That's why. But I love both. I think they are different creatures. Yeah, they say that dogs, they adapt to people, and cats, they adapt to places, So yeah, I would say cats right now because I've been surrounded by cats, and we have a lovely cat called Tiger as well. He's the most sweet cat ever. So
bet. I love that. That's a very nice response. I'm here for it.
How about you? Do you have cats or dogs?
I have a whole petting zoo. I'm just kidding. No, I have a dog and a cat. I do have a gecko and also have a few fish. So
we have fish at home as well. We have little fish at home. My flatmate fish as well. So we have
we have
it's beautiful to be around animals, isn't it? It's just like bring good positives, and they are caring and nice, for sure.
Yes, it's very nice. I love animals. I'm definitely an animal lover.
Ivy, did you have a good time? Did you enjoy the interview?
I did. This was great. I actually enjoyed it. It was very refreshing, and sitting here having a conversation with someone was nice. I mean, I would definitely be down to do it again, or just, I don't know.
For sure, for sure. In the future, we're gonna do another again. With the Magic Box season 2, I'm gonna invite you again for sure.
Okay, let's do it.
Ivy, thank you so much for taking the time. Thanks for bringing this happiness. When you were talking for the interview, that people can see you as a happy person, and it's the first time I meet you, and I can feel this genuine happiness come from you, and it's amazing that have this approachable personality. It's amazing. Thanks so much for bringing your happiness to the show. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you for having me. Again, it's been a pleasure.
Amazing. Before we go, if you can share a positive message or something that you live by.
Yes, it's a RuPaul reference. If you can't love yourself, how the are you gonna love somebody else?
That's so true. Ivy, thanks so much for the interview, and keep in touch, okay? Have a great day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, you too. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.